think we're live. Hello, all newcomers, and welcome back, my fellow Aeternians. As always, it's me, Emperor AP, and today we are here with none other than the one, the only, the Grand Emir of Raphenia, Charles Ross. How are you today, Charles?
Pretty good. How good? How's it going, your hero match?
Pretty good, pretty good. I'm excited to talk to everybody. I've been able to stream in a minute for a number of reasons. One of which being MicroCon. Both Emir Charles and I were at MicroCon 2022 this year, which was pretty fun, pretty exciting. It was my first MicroCon, so I was a little nervous, but it went really well, and I got to meet a lot of great people. And Emir Charles and I, as well as Chloe of Sancretosia, Princess Chloe of Sancretosia, all got to hang out and have a good time before the event. So I just wanted to interview Emir Charles and talk a little bit about his experiences at MicroCon, thoughts about micronationalism and micronations working together. MicroCon is one of the only events where micronations in large form really come together and do stuff. So it's exciting to see. Emir Charles, how were your experiences at MicroCon?
I personally had a really good time at MicroCon. I know, like you said, you and I got to hang out. I got to be introduced to your lovely girlfriend. I got to meet Steven from Aeternia. I had a wonderful time with him. Met him at Grand Duke Travis's pre-party that I went. Him and I got to talk, and then obviously Princess Chloe of Secretary. I had a great time with her, and I had a fun time walking the strip with you guys. I love the photo we took at the Vegas sign. But as far as MicroCon proper, I think it was a wonderful experience. I got to meet a lot of fellow micronationalists that I've only known on the internet for a long time, so a very good experience in that regard. It was amazing to get a chance to listen to what you had to say during your presentation. Of course, it was great for me to speak myself. It was wonderful to meet or hear the points of view of different members of the community that have been here for a while, like President Kim Bob Wazia, towards the affirmation Brandon Travis, with Artica, as well as new micronations, such as the Sultan's legitimate understanding. He was a lively fellow, and it was interesting sitting down and talking to him. He gifted a lovely thing of string cheese, of course, giving the jelly from the Grand Duchy of Trent that was unfortunately confiscated from Raphenia by U.S. authorities at the airport. Wrongfully claimed that jelly was a suspicious liquid that I could not bring on a commercial airports. That is other than that breach of my diplomatic community, it was a great time, wonderful time. And I probably would have got more out of it too if I hadn't slept through the reception gala. But that's my gift for not setting it up farm.
That is true. That is true. We had so much fun tearing up the strip with Grand Emir Charles. He ended up sleeping through part of the event. But yeah, no, it was really exciting. I was gonna say, getting to hear all the speeches was crazy. I know as well, seeing how much support all these different micronations have. I mean, there were a number of micronations who came with like large groups, but even more than that, it was exciting to see that like a lot of these people had just these communities that they're building themselves. As micronations, you would assume that, but I don't know. To see that in person, to get to see a little window into their experience as a nation, is really really cool. I liked like collecting all the pamphlets. I like collecting everybody's pamphlets and their little buttons and stuff. It was really cool. Let me see. So, also, guys, let us know if you can hear me or Amir Charles. Okay. I know the setup here is a little bit strange, so please let me know if there's any delays, any issues on my end. I'll try and get that fixed for y'all. Cyan GD, hey, what's going on? It's good to see you. Raz says, "What's up?" Hey, I appreciate y'all hanging out. Again, first stream back from MicroCon. It's been exciting. Um, so. I guess that's one of my things that I was curious about. You, I believe you got one or two awards at MicroCon at the final reception, right?
Yes, that's great.
Oh, very cool. Can you tell us a little bit about the awards, kind of who gave them to you, and I guess how it feels to be honored as a micronationalist?
it feels amazing. To be honest, I wasn't expecting it. It was a really wonderful experience. I received 2 awards of note, and I received another 2 awards due to my attendance. Of course, West 2 Friendship Medal and the Micronational MicroCon Attendance Medal were both wonderful awards to receive. As a person, I'm sure you got them too, just for attending. They were lovely to get. In terms of awards that I was honored with, I received the Order of Christina the First of Psycholia, and of course I received the Order of Snowflake from Grand Duke Travis himself. These were both incredible things to be given. The reasons for them were incredible too. I've known Grand Duke Travis for a couple of years now, worked with him on a couple different projects, talked to him a few times, and he's helped me in a lot of ways too. Helped me with Raphenia, with working on I think kind of an ideas guy. He worked with me on a lot of different projects, and it's really awesome to do just hang out with him as well and to get the support the order simply. It also gave me kind of chuckle a little bit because I had a little bit of a friendly competition with President Stephen Luke of the comic book Mr. Cool over the Order of the Snowflake, as he was given one a couple of years back, and he's rubbed it in my face a couple times jokingly that he's known Travis for a lesser amount of time than I have, but he's got more praise than I have, so it's kind of funny to send him a picture of the snowflake where it's that you can't hold it over my nose anymore. But the other award I received was the Order of Christina the First from Emir Christina of the Grand Republic of Psycholia. And that one was also very nice to get. I've held that award for a few months now as honorary, but we haven't had a chance to actually meet the person so I could be physically awarded it until MicroCon, in which she lovingly gave me the award. I've known Christina many, many years. I've had relations with Psycholia since about 2018. I've had relations with Psycholia since she first started Micronational. And it's been an incredible experience hanging out with her. She's been one of my closest Micronational friends, comrades in this community. So it's really nice getting an award from her. And of course, I also bestowed an award myself. I inducted Grand Duke Travis into the Royal Order of the Pebble, which is our nation's highest award. And in fact, it's the last person who will ever receive that award, as it was awarded in one batch, and then once that batch was awarded, no more will be inducted. And so he joined the ranks of myself, the Prime Minister Tony, the Victoria Christina, and of course now Travis, all being the final members of the Order of the Pebble. And I was honored to give that to him. As I said, he's been a major ideas guy in the early days of Raphenia and helped me through a lot of issues. And I just wasn't experienced enough to deal with. So all in all, it was a very good, positive experience with those awards. And I believe, did you receive an award or no? I can't.
So I received the 2 awards that I think had been passed out to a number of people, but it was really cool to get to see them. I didn't get any during the awards banquet, but I got the Order of the Snowflake as well, which was again a big honor, like you said. It was really cool to be, I guess, recognized by somebody who we've seen in micronationalism a lot, with both of these actually, with the Order of the Snowflake through West Arctica, and then with the Medal of Friendship from West Who, both of those. Again, just the micronations we've looked up to, micronations that we've seen in the community, and I was honored. It was really cool. I feel like I can't accept those like directly as myself. I feel like I accept those on behalf of Aeternia and the people who have helped us to get to MicroCon to be able to do stuff like that. But it really was crazy. We gave an award as well. So I didn't realize, I goofed this part of the ceremony. I didn't realize that there was going to be like a large award thing. I knew that there would be the dinner, and I knew that we would be giving out awards. But at a certain point, he said like, "Oh, okay, you can go ahead and start giving out awards now." So I presented award to Grand Duke Travis, which was the Medal of Wisdom. And so it's a necklace with an owl similar to the mark of the owl, which we had released some time ago, but his little gold-plated necklace. I wish we would have waited for the big event, but it was nice to get to kind of personally hand that off to him. Just as a thank you for bringing MicroCon together this year, as I think is going to be a pretty big moment this year for micronationalism, and then on top of that, for just his work with climate change, his work trying to bring together specifically climate change activist micronations and groups from around the world who are interested in both his story as well as Flandrensis' story. So yeah, I felt honored to be able to give that award as well. Something that I had been thinking about for a long time but hadn't been able to do. I have a number of like awards things planned, but there is only one MicroCon, so it's hard to figure out when to do things and how to make them, put them together. So still learning on our end for MicroCon, but it all feels like a blur. It all feels really exciting, and I just wish I had more time. You know? But yeah.
Yeah, I completely agree. I do wish we had more time to love, the best things typically, they don't last. And I have to say, it was a very cool experience with so many fellow hobbyists and fellow micronationals in the same room. I think that was something that was incredibly cool to see. I think it mentions just how many people were all there, together.
Oh, 100%. Well, and it was exciting to get to hear about what all these different nations are doing. One thing Grand Emir Charles brought up a moment ago was talking about how he had received some of the preserves from Flandrensis. Flandrensis had a representative who deals primarily with farming, with agriculture, and had brought to us an enormous amount of jams and preserves. I actually have pictures on my phone. I would throw them up here if I had the YouTube magic to do it. But it was really, really cool to see that they were, I think, one of the few micronations that brought something kind of for everybody. Like people had their own little pamphlets and their little pins and stuff, but that felt unique. That felt different, and I feel like it left a mark with me for sure. Getting to see projects like that was really cool. So yeah, that and also it was my first time just in Las Vegas. Grand Emir Charles, I don't know how many times you've been to Las Vegas or if this was your first time, but the strip was really crazy for me, and I appreciate you showing us around.
Yeah, I honestly think it was more Princess Floyd than me. On the tour but yeah, it was very fun. That was only my second time in Vegas. I kind of winged it most of the way. Glad it worked out as both it did, but the last time I had been in Vegas was a long time ago. When I went to the wedding of Prince Sean and Duchess Ashley Ann of the House of Ross, which is my brother and his now wife. They were married in Las Vegas in February of 2018, and that would have been the only time I had been to Vegas prior. That was about 5 years ago now, so it's definitely very nice to see things how they are nowadays compared to how they were then. A lot of it's still the same, but it's still fun to see it in person. You see it in movies, you see it in television, but actually getting on the strip yourself, it's a unique experience.
Oh, 100%. Absolutely. There are lots of pictures to follow because of that trip in particular. And as well, it was something that I was really worried about. Tiffany and I had talked about wanting to have some time that was like tourism-y and kind of doing a vacation thing for us, as it was going to be our last time before the semester started to get to do a trip. So I was worried that we were going to spend so much time doing just MicroCon stuff that we wouldn't get to do that, and that we wouldn't get to hang out with people. But I'm really glad that I got to spend some time with you and Princess Chloe. Just outside of official delegation business, getting to know you both personally and getting to just enjoy some time kind of sightseeing. It was really fun.
Yeah, absolutely. say that was probably one of my favorite parts of the whole trip. In total, probably one of my favorite parts was definitely spending those 4 or 5 hours with you, Princess Chloe, of course the treasurer Stephen, and of course your girlfriend. All of us going around the Vegas Strip. It was split off and then eating lunch at that understand. It was definitely a very fun experience. Like you said, I get to know each other more personally outside of official communique. It was absolutely an amazing time. It's funny because like you said, it's the first time all of us had met in person, in a physical stance. And even then, I don't know how you felt, but for me, kind of felt like meeting friends. Yes, been a long time. It just felt like I was old friends. It didn't feel new. It didn't feel like all these are new people I don't know. It's just the community, my international community, very we're all interconnected. So it felt like I was seeing very good friends out from hiatus.
Oh, 100%. And for me, it's just those moments feel kind of like shocking a little bit because you and I have had interviews before and stuff, and I've seen you through a screen, but actually seeing you in person, and the same goes for Grandic Travis and Kevin Ball and everybody else. It's just it's wild, but there wasn't anybody else that I really got to do that with besides you and Princess Chloe, was to actually get to know them and spend some time with them. I will say I saw online that a lot of other people did similar stuff, like just from stalking other nations' social media. I know Obsidia and Zakistan in some form or fashion hung out before the thing. So I'm trying to figure out what the MicroCon groups are. I wanna try and bring together the MicroCon groups and have a big hangout beforehand.
Yeah, it was funny with all the different little cliques. I think it's cool because people made different clicks based on they know they've had experience with, if they have things to talk with. Travis and Kevin Ball hanging out together with Queen Anastasia of Aeternia and Princess Caroline of Ladonia, Queen Caroline of Ladonia. They were all kind of hanging at their thing. Of course, you had you said Dakistan with his own group. Some of the younger micronations all hanging out together. The only two micronations I can think of that really didn't do a lot with other people were maybe Platonia and Jamison, because they arrived later on. I think that this Jamison had enough people with them where they were sort of doing their own little thing. And then Platonia, I really didn't get a chance to see them much outside of the convention, but I got to talk to them for a long while and use it to help.
Oh, 100%.
It is funny. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, you can.
Let's just say one thing you brought up was funny, like you said, you don't see each other on the screen and see each other in person. It was funny because people look similar and they look different than how you pictured. I mean, I know I'm probably shorter than you thought I was gonna be, but it was cool. Like Travis, I think I knew Travis too. It's like I knew he was a tall guy, but holy shit, he is a impressively tall man.
I completely agree. I will say, first off, we love short kings and Aeternia. It's all good. Secondly, yeah. Secondly, I was gonna say, yeah, Travis is wildly tall. Around a lot of people, I'm either like about their same height, or I'm like maybe a little bit taller. That man does stand over me. He's pretty tall. That's crazy.
And you're pretty cool. Like I can imagine being really tall.
Oh yeah, I appreciate it. It's wild to just get to see people in that similar situation. I was gonna say even like Obsidian and stuff. I've seen like their pictures some places. Kevin Ball, I've seen like the videos and stuff. It's wild to like actually have those people come up and like shake your hand, and you're like, oh yeah, you're a person. This is insane. This is wild. It's really cool. As well, everybody's like really funny and charismatic. It's cool. Even like brief interactions with people, I always are like, you're a really cool person. I wish I knew you better.
Yeah, I think that's one funny thing about the community, but everyone's got a personality here. It's not every nation's different. Everyone's got a unique culture. Their leader usually is like a Catholic. Aeternia is sort of known as the calm, the rational, the introspective micronation that takes thoughts of the academia. And then you pajamas stand, I feel like I'm watching a Sacha Baron Cohen movie come to life. It's funny looking at the range of people, but yeah, everyone has charisma, everyone has a good conversation. It's enjoyable, you know, and it's funny to circle back to what you mentioned earlier, because people hanging out outside the convention. I know several people ended up going to that area 15, Omega Mart that Kelly went with your consort. I went by myself because I missed the show. I had to sleep. But I know Princess Chloe, Victoria Christina, President Law, his wife, and his children all put together to open the parks outside the convention as well.
Oh, absolutely. I was gonna say it was pretty fun. If you still haven't gone, by the next time we can get out there, we should go. Because it was really fun. I felt like I didn't understand any of it. You're supposed to. I'll have to put videos up about this later, little images and stuff. But you're supposed to figure out a storyline. If you guys don't know what Omega Mart is, there's this thing in Las Vegas that's essentially like an escape room, but it has a whole bunch of different rooms. You're supposed to like unravel a story with it. It's not necessarily that you're locked inside, but you have to find these secret passageways and stuff to move throughout the exhibit. And it's supposed to tell you a story that you're figuring out, like this mystery. And there are, employees there who are actors and stuff and who participate in the story. It's really cool. That all being said, we spent like 2.5 hours in there and I still have no idea what was going on. Like it was fun, but it was weird. And I feel like if I went in a second time, especially with Grand Emir Ross, I feel like we'd have our detective hats on. We'd figure it out.
Yeah, it would be really nice. Personally, it would be really nice to see more of it. I feel like I didn't get a chance to explore every inch of it. I feel like if I go back, I'll have a much bigger, well-rounded experience, especially if I grow with a bigger group than I did going by myself.
Oh, 100%. Did you go when it was really busy? We might be losing Grand Emir Ross. Real quick, I'll read some comments from everybody. Multiple things. Raspberry says it might take a while to get all the people back. Oh, good. It's good to see. It does look like we dipped. There's me on the screen. Raz says it might take a bit to get all the people back. That's usually how it is after YouTube breaks. That's true. That's true. Give me just 1 second. Good. Hey everybody. Sorry about that. Yes. So talking about how it takes a minute to get people from YouTube breaks. I agree. Old Avisbury says, "Hey AP. Hey Charles. It's good to see you. Sorry about that. Did the connection glitch out?
Yeah, you froze on me.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, it's not bad. But back on track, we were talking about. Does anyone in your audience have any questions?
Yes. So I wanna check in. Let me know if you guys have questions for Grand Emir Ross. Let me look through real quick. I don't see any yet. Let us know if you have any specifically for Grand Emir Ross. I'll go back and read some comments later. But I did want to bring up one of the topics of this video real quick before we get too low on time. Grand Emir Ross, one of the things that you and I had a conversation about after MicroCon was talking about micronations coming together. Experiencing MicroCon's a really cool thing, and it shows you what micronations can do on their own and in small groups. But it's another thing once you leave to really continue to connect with those other nations and stuff. And so I've been racking my brain trying to figure out how to do that and how to connect with other micronations better. And I think Emir Charles had some ideas with that too. We kind of talked over. So do you have any thoughts kind of on that, Grand Emir Ross? We might be frozen again.
Hey, you're coming again.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, we're having technical difficulties. Did you? Okay. Cool deal. Maybe this will work. Let's try it. Let's see. Hey.
Yeah, you completely froze on me again.
Uh-oh. Sorry about that. Did you hear the Did you hear the question?
Yeah, you were asking about how we discussed how migration work together and migration.
Yes, 100%.
My opinion on that is of course, I look at a lot of other people. I think that a lot of migration, younger ones especially, and nowadays have lost track of what it's meant to be a migration. You know, having fun, for a reason. And as myself, I kind of like to consider myself a little bit of a micronational historian. I like looking and researching the history of different nations that have come and gone over the years. And so seeing just how many serious migrations there are and what they do when they come together is impressive to me and amazing to me because it makes me feel like there's still hope. But for a lot of the newer micronations out there that are trying to work together, wanting to work together on different projects, one of the big things that I think they should do and focus on is coming together in real life if they can or online. And going beyond just the regular diplomacy, the war, peace, the organization, but actually coming up with individual ideas, like ideas to build your country to put together. Things will do. Like, for example, Raphenia and myself, we're building a space program where we were hoping to actually joint space operations with the Republic of West 2, work with them on, if not going to space, at least maybe setting up other people too. And looking forward to that. Also, I hate to digress, but is that the Arizona flag I see above there?
Ooh, is it? I don't believe so.
Oh, no, it is not. No,
Yeah,
it's not.
yeah.
I saw the blue red, and I was thinking, oh shit, is that Arizona? Okay.
No,
It is not.
Tiffany's dad is in the military. I think it's like a military thing.
And I thought that was Arizona flag for a second. Anyway, I always got to point them out with this. But anyway, get back on track here. It was an amazing experience overall. You know, like I said, Spain is working. You start working with West people and helping like a space operation. We're building a national museum in Raphenia for our history, going back to 2007 when we started. And Aeternia, I know you guys are working on land for projects on your territory. And then one thing that all kind of comes together and culminates in is a certain feeling of working together and a certain feeling that our nations are doing something bigger than themselves, where you can work with each other, not just like the online systems, but actually doing something worthwhile, something longevity. And a lot of micronationals want to do this, but they end up building large organizations, bogged down in bureaucracy that never comes to fruition. And it's all about decisions. Whereas working on small, piecemeal, individual mental projects would definitely work in help towards growing the migration, growing its prowess, growing its prominence, growing the activities, the people in it, and growing their stance in the community. Because I know one thing a lot of people expect in the micronational community is nations that go beyond the sum of their parts, they go beyond the generic, basic micronational stuff and actually be unique and creative in what they set out to do. I know a lot of micronations exist, there are tons of them out there, but it's more than just put up a flag, make an anthem, and hope for the best for it to still be an anthem and get three kids on a playground. So nothing wrong with that. But going above and beyond, trying to show people the community are working towards helping people in the community, doing professionally too. You can have fun, but also professional, where you use diplomatic channels, you use formal language. It definitely shows the commitment to the two micronationals, to the ideal it represents. And it's your own nation itself. And of course, one of the issues you got to make sure you don't, one of the things you don't do is to make sure that when you focus your micronation, number one, because I've seen it, I've done it myself at times, where you're part of an organization or an international project, and you put it to precedent and you neglect your own state in favor of the project.
Oh, 100%. I do think that's very tough. Being able to work within your means as a nation, but at the same time try to flex yourself and grow to work with another, which has a whole list of complications in and of itself, let alone, those resource aspects being a huge side of it. I completely agree. I would say it's really, really tough, but at the same time, like you said, I think the more that we see micronations developing, especially in the last few years, the more it seems like there is this air of collaboration and of growth and of development. So yeah, I'm very, very excited for that, and I think you're spot on with the we need to be able to find kind of these nations who are doing those projects, who are trying to go out of their way, and figuring out how we can make those things work.
Um, yeah, I know we were discussing things that we could do with each other to help build a project to Aeternia. That's something too I want to keep discussing. I'm still thinking of ideas that we can do, work together on these things we can do together. So, right? Yes. Thinking. I'd like to go more ideas to you about that. When we get a chance to do it, I think that'd be something to do.
Oh, 100%. So there was a little bit of a delay there. I want to make sure everybody was able to understand what Emir Ross was saying. He was saying effectively that he and I had been talking about Aeternia and Raphenia working together on some joint projects and trying to figure out what those collaborative things could be. And I completely agree. I think there's a lot of opportunity. Our biggest challenge between our two nations specifically, I think, is going to be the distance. Arizona to Alabama is a significant way, but there is certain benefit to connecting with those at some distance from you. Most especially is the diversity of talent and of resources that you're going to get. But we can always, if we can overcome that distance problem and we can reap the benefits of that relationship, it seems like there will be a lot of difficulty we overcome in pursuing future ones, and as well, it offers us the ability to continue to grow in that way. I think we might have glitched out with Emir Ross. Emir Ross, can you hear me at all? Okay. So we may be having some technical difficulties. Let's see. Oh, hey, I hear something. Okay. Hey, it's good to see everybody. So real quick, let me respond to some stuff. First off, Oval does PvP said, "Hey, Aeternia, it's all Atilitera, one of Gore's friends. How are you? I'm doing well, Atilitera. How are you? Thank you for hanging out." Raz says hello there. Hello as always, Raz. Hayden Martin says hello from the Republic of 4811. Good to see you, Hayden. Uh, Oval does PvP says hello. Raz says hi. Raz says, "Hey, AP, have you heard of from Muhammad recently? I know it's off topic. I haven't. I have seen some things in the Discord that have been concerning me about Muhammad. I need to check into them because I don't know exactly what's going on with him. I need to check in with people who've talked to him, but I'm concerned, I guess. I'm curious to see how this develops. Torrent says, until King Mania is involved in the greater micronational conversation, the community is lacking. Um, what uh, what makes you feel like you're not? Let's see. Okay.
There.
Hey, Emir Charles. Thank you. Yeah, so I was just relaying what you said to everybody and effectively saying how exciting it could be if we can overcome the distance issues to be able to reap the benefits of a relationship together. Finding something, whether it's on the internet, whether it's some other type of collaboration to make that distance work.
Well, yeah, there's always a good opportunity in the middle. One thing I'm planning with the Fae is working out the Kingdom of Winterspell is a possible diplomatic meetup. He's in Colorado, and of course I'm in Arizona. And the place we're thinking of meeting would have been at the Four Corners, which is the state border between Arizona, Colorado, New Mexico, and Utah. It's a little point called where states meet, and so that was we were thinking of connection in between us. I know you said you're in down south of Arizona here. Texas, I believe, is between us. So I feel like for Commonwealth Interpol usually likes to see people with the possibility of meet up there. And if we met up in Interpol, we could probably get, of course, the Colby and then maybe Prime Minister Wilson of the Empire of Asia in attendance. So I think it could definitely be an interesting meeting there.
Oh, 100%. That would be a huge event for sure. I would be excited about it. I think, yeah, that would be the biggest thing, I guess. I would wanna figure out a good plan. I felt like one of my things with MicroCon was that we came relatively prepared, but I feel like I have some like lessons to bring back. I want to see if we do a micronational meetup. I know it won't be anything like MicroCon, but we'll be able to kind of do more diplomatic stuff, and I need more practice with that. So I'm trying to figure out exactly how to approach it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I do always got going on. I mean, I've done it before. Interpol's pretty adept at hosting guests. I know they've had Aeternia there at one point. For myself, and Interpol's participated in. We did comments there. The one that comes to mind is the 2020 Tri-National Summit, where the state of Zenrax, Cyclopedia, Interpol, and myself, part of the time, had a state visit in the Aeternia embassy in Houston. And so I can visualize something like that happening with, Aeternia, Raphenia, Cyclopedia, Aeternia, Interpol, going into close territory, having a summit at the embassy, having a good time, and going out to a restaurant afterward to celebrate. I can see, absolutely, I can see that working out wonderfully. And of course, last time I was in the Commonwealth of Interpol, I visited and I took presidency at the embassy. The president was an incredibly gracious host. Where I spent a couple nights at his abode. It was an absolutely amazing time there. And I could see that being something fun to do. Get more people in the community involved too. Maybe make it more than just leaders, invite citizens to come as well. Invite Austasians, Cyclonians, Aeternia, and Raphenians, invite us all to show up. And I think it'll be a fun time to meet and intermingle with our citizens. Something that we all like, we're happy with. Interpol, I know, has several events throughout the year. They have their Nicholas II parade, their Victory Day parade. That's the different events, and I think it'd be interesting to see if our nation's military would be attending that, and we all march together at the Interpol parade, or more like a Red Square sort of deal, where all the countries show up. I can like that being a fun thing to do. We as excuse to meet up, and I feel like something like that would be quite an experience.
Oh, 100%, absolutely. I completely agree. I think it would be a huge opportunity, like you said, for us to be able to have those citizens connecting, and then as well to be able to kind of start learning about these areas that have, I guess, larger populations of micronationals. You know what I mean? Having that kind of pocket there in the Southwest is definitely interesting, and then being able to see all the different areas. I would say, Emir Ross, let me check real quick to see if there are any comments for you specifically.
If there's any questions for you, well,
oh, absolutely. It seems like they're talking a lot amongst themselves, different issues that they're dealing with their micronations and stuff, which I'm excited to see you all. Also, hello Elijah, hello Fake Name, it's good to see you.
kind of stuff that
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I feel like I missed your question.
Well, we're just interrupting each other because we're talking they're bad. What I was going to say was, feel free to, what are they talking about? I'm kind of curious now.
Oh yeah, I got you. People were asking about Muhammad, a guy that we had on the channel at one point. They're talking about Tel Aviv and Jerusalem. Torrance is talking about how his micronation has the answers and is talking about different concepts dealing with like currency and stuff, and trying to sell like securities and royalties and stuff. Um, Washingtonia jumped in. What's up, Washingtonia? What's up?
I just think good luck to the guy trying to sell security bonds and shit. Good luck to that.
Agreed, agreed. Uh, Fake name is talking about incursion, which is like effectively a micronational war, but it's not war. It's called incursion type of thing, like an airsoft kind of battle. Um, which is interesting. Fake names the AP and the commenters. Uh, Real quick, I do want to bring up before we have to get going. Is there anything that you wanted to say to the community? Is there anything you wanted to cover that you feel like we didn't cover? I want to make sure I give you some room for that.
Yeah, just a couple things real quick. I guess the first thing I can say is it feels a bit surreal, to be on the show here with you, just like it did at MicroCon. I feel like maybe the last year or 2 years, I feel like more people have noticed me in the community than ever before. And I don't think I'm a big shot by any means. I really don't, compared to some of these other guys. And compared to you, look at our subscriber numbers. But it feels amazing. It feels one of the amazing actions to have people that know who I am and I talk to. It's an incredible experience, and I know you probably felt it too in a certain way, with your outreach. And you got fans. It feels very weird, very surreal. And it's one of the things I love about the community is all these people we can talk to. No matter where you are in the world, there's always somebody you can meet. Like I'm flying up to Minnesota in the next few weeks, months to see family, and I might pay a visit to the Kingdom of Raphenia while I'm up there because I know King Thomas is up there. I believe out of St. Cloud or near St. Cloud up there in Minnesota, so I'd love to pay a visit to him. Of course, every time I go to Texas, I always pop in to say hi to Christina and to Steve Luke and all the boys that are cool. Ooh. And I've been trying to catch a parlay with William Wilson, but every time I see him, I go there, William's always preoccupied, so I never get a chance to see him. But I guess the point I'm trying to get at is it's just an amazing community, to be part of, to be coming back to, because I kind of fell out of it for a while, but coming back into it, it's absolutely stunning. It's absolutely breathtaking, really, just how many people are truly invested in it, how many people are truly working towards it, how many people are truly just participating in this community of people from all over the world have no other relation other than micronational, and how much it's just helping people out.
Oh, 100%. I think I would say a number of things. First off, in my experience, I completely agree. Getting to see all these different micronationalists is incredible. I know it has meant a great deal to me personally, especially for a long time. I kind of referenced this in my speech, which I'll be putting out at some point soon. You can already see it on West Arctica's thing, though. They have a full list of all the videos, all the speeches from MicroCon, including Grand Emir Charles, if you want to check his out as well. The concept of getting to meet all these micronations and then actually doing it is two completely different things. It's incredible. And it does make those bonds. The other thing that I wanted to bring up, Emir Charles says he's not a big player in micronationalism or whatever. I don't know about all that. You guys should have seen it. We had Slow Jamistan hype it up, Emir Charles and Raphenia. We had Molossia. We had West Arctica. There was some major praise going around. It was very cool to see. So yeah,
Molossia hyped up. When did Molossia hype me up? I missed that.
When I was talking to him, with Grand Duke Travis, he brought up. Oh goodness, what did he bring up? Oh, he brought up the general's outfit because he was like, everybody's in the thing. He was like, I gotta give respect to Slow Jamistan to Raphenia with the thing. The outfit. Yeah, y'all are in the gang.
That makes me feel even more surreal, man. Shit.
Yeah.
It's weird that these big micronationals, they know what your nation is. They know of you, and that's something. Which I think what makes it feel so different is it's kind of like YouTube in a lot of ways. I guess would be a way to put it where I feel like you'd understand. YouTube, there are millions of channels that are out there, and just like there are hundreds of micronations around there. But a lot of people, I think it's fair to say, don't know too many of the micronations. There's only maybe about 50 to 100 micronations that anybody actually has ever heard of in the community, let alone outside the community. And to be known by some of these other micronationals is a huge compliment, you know, to test. And it's interesting to think about. Can you hear me all right?
I can. It's glitching out a little bit, but I can hear you. Oh no. Okay, he headed out. First off, let me bring this up. If anybody knows Torrance, like y'all hit him up. Torrance, you need to like connect with people, man. You need to connect with like friends and family and stuff. Don't not look into those feelings. It's important to talk to people about those feelings. Hey, what's up, Charles? How are you?
Yeah. This is what talks about driving through the Arizona desert is every 10 feet you lose cell service because it's mountains on all sides of me and not a human being for hundreds of miles, so there's no cell service there. I'm stretching my limits here, but yeah, I was just saying, it feels it's like YouTube. There's tons of micronations out there. It's a big compliment, you know, beyond the radar of people who are so respected, so well known. And I think one thing you can tell, I talked to your treasurer, to Steven, about was I think him and I had equal time, I guess, geeking, fanboying out when Kevin Ball walked in to the pre-party. Him and I were sitting in a corner talking, and then Kevin Ball walked in, and the whole house gave him a standing ovation as he walked in the door. Him and I were like, oh my God, it's Kevin Ball. He's 10 feet away from me. Oh my God, I can see Kevin Ball. Oh my God. Well, maybe it wasn't that dramatic, but it was maybe it wasn't that much dramatic, but it was definitely a fun experience. You know, seeing all these people you've only ever heard of in the media and Vice documentaries being there in front of you. It's absolutely unimaginably amazing. And even seeing you in person was a real treat.
I appreciate
your reputation precedes you, and so seeing you in person was a treat as well.
I'm honored, Emir Ross. Thank you. And I would say likewise with you as well. Likewise with you as well. Wow, that's a mouthful. No, I can definitely appreciate the time that we've gotten to spend together. And as well, by all means, everybody, this will not be our last conversation. So look out for more continuation of this with Emir Ross, us talking about the future of Aeternia and of Raphenia. Raphenia is doing a lot of big stuff, guys. Make sure to check out what they're up to. Make sure to check out their future projects with Les too. I will be, for certain. So,
and if you guys want to see what if you guys want to see what we're doing at Raphenia, we're at www.raphenia.net, and raphenia.net is our website for raphenia.net. We just upgraded the entire website. We just totally revamped it. Got everything looking good. It loads faster now when we're actually computer. It's got a lot more information about our history, about our government, about what we are. It's kind of got a 90s aesthetic to it, like a 90s looking website. That was intentional before anybody says anything. If you want to find our website, see us on Twitter. We're at Raphenia.gov, RAPHANIA.gov. Love for you guys to give us a follow there. And of course, we're on MicroWiki as well. And if you wanted to see myself presentation of MicroCon, if you go on YouTube here and look up, type in T Raphenia, T letter T, B is the letter B, T is the letter T, based Raphenia on YouTube. That's our YouTube channel, and I just uploaded my presentation. It's only about 5 minutes long. If you wanted to watch it, or many of our other worthy contenders, and of course, what is the Emperor AP's presentation? He's online as well. It's West Arctica's YouTube channel, which I think is just called West Arctica, where you can type in MicroCon 2022, and I'm sure it'll come up. But we'd love for you guys to check Raphenia out too. We'd love to hear from you guys. If you brought a smaller micronation yourself, you're just getting started, and you want to talk, we always love meeting new people diplomatically, personally. Of course, feel free to hit me up. I'm an admin on MicroWiki, so if you want to see my MicroWiki account and this connection, I'm an admin on the wiki. But I'd love to hear from you guys. So, and of course, I'm honored that Emperor AP brought me on the show for dragging me back here again. I know your ratings must have been going pretty far down for you to bring me in.
I appreciate you saying that, but we've been staying high this whole time. People are hyped about it.
How many viewers do we have?
5 viewers, 7 likes right now. We're getting it. We're getting it.
Jeez, 5 years worth of big leagues for Trent.
We are. We're major. It feels like a lot to me. It's crazy. Those many.
Nationalism, getting one guy to watch your live.
100%. 100%. But yes, absolutely, guys. Please make sure to check out Raphenia. That was again TVT or TNT? TVT? TVT Raphenia. And then as well.
I couldn't talk. I was talking.
No, you're all good. And then Raphenia Gov at Raphenia Gov on Twitter. And then also, was it Raphenia.net? www.raphenia.net. Go check them out. I didn't know about the update on the website, so I'll have to check out that. And
yeah, our old website used to be like a red, like a red theme. Everything was red in the background.
Yeah.
We kind of like ish.
Ooh. Hey, Emir Ross.
Yeah.
Goodness. Well. I think we're still having a little bit of glitchiness. Uh-oh. Ooh, I think this. Ooh, hey.
I was just gonna say let's say our goodbyes, wrap it up before it crashes. So we can show.
Yes, sir. Everybody, Emir, Charles Ross of Raphenia, Emperor AP as always. I will see you guys next time. Aeternia forever. See you, Emir Charles. Hey, very cool. Okay, cool deal. So we got that as well. Again, everybody, Emir Charles, incredible guy, wonderful host to us at MicroCon. The big host was of course West Arctica, but and Grand Duke McHenry, but we did have our own host of our time on the strip in Emir Charles and in Princess Chloe. So we have to thank them very, very much. And in addition, right now I have some other news that's going to be real quick and real brief for those of you who are still here. And I will probably make a bigger stink about it at some point soon. But we have had some updates to the Aristocrat board. That is right. You all who are here are going to get to see this for the very first time. I haven't talked about any of this on the channel or on any of our social media before. If you guys have been keeping up with our social media previously, you will know that we have been doing stuff at MicroCon with the likes of Slowjanistan, with the likes of West Africa, and we're trying to do more. So that being the case, we were honored and lucky enough to be supported by the Sultan of Slowjanistan, Sultan Williams. Oh goodness, these don't quite fit in there. Oh no, maybe I can do it through the bottom. There we go. Sultan Williams of Slowjanistan, who purchased 5 imperial notes. We actually gave those notes to him at MicroCon, and there will be a video of the entire thing, including the wax seal ceremony, in which we place a wax seal on the items that are received by our foreign dignitaries or those who purchase them from us at the imperial market. It is a support to our economy, it's a support to us as a people, and it was a huge honor to have him amongst the list. That being the case, since he's invested in our economy in that way and taken on those notes, he has actually become the 9th aristocrat, tied in 9th place with, oh goodness, with one Mr. Cole Masterson, who is also our 9th aristocrat. They both currently have 5 imperial notes to their names apiece. So that means the leader of Slojamistan, Sultan Williams, is the 9th aristocrat. However, being tied in 9th is not Cole's forte, and so Cole Masterson has officially become Aeternia's 2nd aristocrat, surpassing even the likes of Stephen Luke, even the likes of Stephen Luke, even the likes of Stephen Vince, even the likes of our Master of House of Treasures, Stephen Vince, even the likes of David the not David the Blacksmith, because he's the first, nearly surpassing the likes of David the Blacksmith. We have Cole Masterson. So we are going to be officially sending out his 190 notes that he has purchased over the last 2 weeks, that we are going to be sending out to him. Again, thank you so much, Aristocrat Masterson. The Sultan of Slojamistan, Sultan Williams, his name is already on the aristocrat board at 9th place. But once we put this package together, we are going to be sending out these notes, these 190 notes, to our 2nd aristocrat now, Cole Masterson. We'll be updating the website soon to reflect that. And I'm incredibly excited. If we can ever have Aristocrat Masterson here to do an interview to talk to us about his support of Aeternia, why he has supported Aeternia, and how it feels to be the 2nd wealthiest person in the nation. It is quite impressive and quite astounding. We normally send our notes, I'll give you an example, in a small envelope like this. And while we're going to be writing it, his handwritten note by me thanking him for his purchase and his support of us, we cannot put it simply in this envelope as we would with a 5-note pack. No. We have to send a full mailer to him, and you better believe we're going to send it with some support and some love and some thank yous. So I am excited to get this done. I want to finish writing this letter to him. I'm going to read it aloud on camera, and then we are going to do this ceremony and pick up. That being the case, real quick, I'm going to see if I can't grab a lighter, and I will be right back. Oh, nope, we already have a lighter. We're good. We're set in place. Okay, so let me write this letter, and we will get into it. So I want to check the comments in just a second to see what you guys are up to, but for now, I just want to explain what I'm doing with the letter. I am writing to Cole, and I say, Cole, as always, thank you for your support of our nation. Because of support like yours, the empire has grown to occupy its own territory, vitae, which is 100% true. Anybody who has supported Aeternia, especially people like Cole who have, invested in our economy, who are people who support us, who have our merchandise, and who really keep abreast of what's happening in Aeternia. Like all of you, I'm sure, who are actively in the comments, who are actively watching. You are all people who really care about Aeternia. You've watched us grow, and you've put in the effort to help make sure that we do. So all of these 190 notes that are going to Mr. Masterson, Aristocrat Masterson, are thanks to you all, because we wouldn't have gotten here, we wouldn't have gotten this printer, we wouldn't have gotten this wonderful seal set for honoring the seal of the Empire of Aeternia without all of you. So his rise, his position is in big part to you all. And again, no unending amount of credit could ever fulfill the thanks that we appreciate for Aristocrat Masterson as well. So we're going to go ahead and finish writing this. As always, thank you for your support of our nation. Because of support like yours, the empire has grown to occupy its own territory, vitae. In addition, your purchase of 190 imperial notes marks a unique point in Aeternia's history. Because coal, if you think about it, we have a number of people who are on our aristocrat board. 1 through 9 are the ranks so far. However, coal has up to this point been tied with the Sultan of Slojamistan, who just came to 9th place and tied with aristocrat Masterson as of 2 weeks ago. And so now, coal, aristocrat Masterson, has far surpassed that, making him the number 2 spot, which means that he pushes the person who was at number 2 down to number 3. And that gives us 10 aristocrats. That is the final number of aristocrats that will exist. So this means that anybody who moves onto the aristocrat board at this point must push out someone else. They can, of course, be tied, but there will be fierce competition. The aristocrat board is now something that is locked in place. The first 10 aristocrats will be the only aristocrats named in the Empire of Aeternia, and they will be a very special position. After this point, because the value and the worth of each aristocrat title will be increasing, as does the wealth of each aristocrat, we will be increasing the thank yous and the praise that comes upon them. So we're going to be continuing to push along, of course, with all of our goals, developing Vitae and doing all the things that we need to do for Aeternia's survival and growth. However, we will be also increasing those rewards for our aristocrats. And so we want to do something very special for you all. I would like to eventually come up with medals and other wonderful awards to give out, potentially visits to Aeternia at some point, but potentially state dinners, things like that. But for the moment, a thank you. You are firstly Aeternia's second aristocrat. And by the time you see this, you should find your title updated on the aristocrat board. Secondly, you have now filled all 10 positions in Aeternia. This means every new aristocrat will come at the removal of another. Thank you for increasing the prestige of this position. And ensuring a bright future for your people. For our people. I hope to keep in close contact. And if there is anything I can do for you, please let me know. Thank you, Emperor AP. Da-da-da-da. And now I'm going to go ahead and do the wax melting ceremony. Are we ready, everyone? Okay. Torrance said I have that same lighter. Hey, it says be the change you want to be. Be the change you want to be, Torrance. And the same thing with the rest of you all. Thank you all so much for supporting us. And as well, Torrance, I just want you to know we support you. I support you. I want us to work more closely together. We're both in Alabama. Like we could do cool stuff together. I'm excited to do that. Just keep me updated on you, Torrance. I think there's some cool stuff that we can do. But I hope you're keeping well. Let me before I answer Emir Charles, let me go ahead and light this candle. Goodness. Okay. We're going to do this ceremony uninterrupted for a brief moment, and then we will get back to Emir Charles. I'll probably have to end the stream as I am quite busy the next few days, but we will be getting back to it very, very shortly. I want to keep coming with the content with you guys, even though it is going to be few and far between for right now, unfortunately. But yes, here are the, again, 190 beautiful notes that we have for Aristocrat Masterson. Let's keep his notes nice and in one pile. And of course, we are actively melting our wax. You may not be able to see very well here, but it's good to see everybody. We have 7 viewers, 7 likes. Thank you guys so much for supporting us and liking. And again, this is a very special moment for us here. We are trying to solidify with the seal of our nation this support from Aristocrat Masterson, and ultimately signifying his advance into a position as the second aristocrat of the Empire of Aeternia. While the aristocrat board positions are not inherently government titles, they do command a great deal of respect in our nation, and they are meant to signify a special level of support that has been given to our nation. Somebody who has gone above and beyond and has donated a significant amount to helping our economy and to supporting our cause at large. So again, thank you so much to Aristocrat Masterson, and as we continue to melt these pieces of wax and combine them into one, we think about how Aeternia is being further unified. All those people around the world, all of you watching this stream who are actively supporting us and trying to come together with us. We are moved ever so close to each other. We are made more unified and more homogenous thanks to Cole and his support. It's incredible. Fake name. Did AP see my comment about the stamp etiquette? I didn't. I said I bet AP is about to stamp it. I wonder if he ever uses his epitaph. What's epitaph? Let me see. Also, uh, I'm trying to go back up and read everybody's stuff, but I can't. If you can repost it, fake name, my apologies. Also, Elijah, it's good to see you. It looks like it's about melted, and again, this stuff is, I mean, absolutely beautiful. It's got like a sparkle to it. Let me see if I can't bring you guys in a little bit closer on this. It really is pretty stuff. Here it is. We have our melted wax. And now we are going to go about the process of officially naming. We're officially naming Cole Masterson as the second aristocrat in the Empire of Aeternia. Huzzah all, and Aeternia forever. Here we go. I now place the official mark of our nation, signifying our support for Aristocrat Masterson and wishing him the best in his endeavors. Nickname says you don't use the seal properly. Yes, so a number of people have commented on this in previous videos as well. The seal is generally and traditionally put on the outside of a letter to seal the letter closed, as is why it's called a seal, a wax seal. However, we do not do it that way. We actually place it at the end of our letters. We have a different mechanism for sealing. We have an adhesive inside of the thing. So a modern touch combined with an older one. This still, however, creates the seal for our nation, showing my official approval as a stamp of approval, more so. But we do have this dry. It still needs to dry a little bit more, I'm sure. But look at how beautiful that is. This is, again, going to our second aristocrat, Cole Masterson. Absolutely beautiful. And again, I am so thankful that he has decided to support us with the purchase of 190 notes. Absolutely incredible. And a lot of our future progresses, I'm sure, will be in part thanks to him. So, I'm going to cool this down as we continue. Make sure it has hardened up at least a little bit. Blowing my saliva all over his nice letters so that, I can gross him out if he watches this. Or he can steal my DNA and clone me. Either way, again, thank you so much to Aristocrat Masterson for this wonderful amount of support. Again, everybody, Well said. Be the change that you want to see. And so, oh, thank you very much. So, um, fake name says AP. Remember when I gave you the uh, epi- epitaph, AP Optimus Maximus? In English, it means AP the best, the greatest. Thank you so much. I am honored. I I don't know. I enjoy it and I'm honored by it. And I suppose I will find some way to use it. Although I feel like people know me this way, so adding the extension, I'm not sure about doing on official documentation as well. I don't want to brag on myself too much. If you all would like to call me that, you are more than welcome, and I would be incredibly honored. But I don't want to appear boisterous. Um, Although thank you, I am incredibly flattered by that. Let me see. So I'm now placing the letter. Again, this would be normally where I place all of these notes inside of his letter. As you can see, that's not going to work out. So what we're going to do instead is I'm going to seal this up. I'm going to place his 190 notes in here. And actually what I'm going to do as well, again, this just kind of signifying the end of the event, I do want to seal this to again show that this is the final declaration of him becoming the second aristocrat of the Empire of Aeternia in 2022. Now we seal it. Not a perfect seal, but near, and that's good enough for us. Now I will write his name. Aristocrat Cold. And we will be placing this inside of the packaging with his 190 notes to be sent out post haste. This has actually been a significantly long time coming. Again, he purchased these a couple weeks ago. However, we have been backed up significantly with our orders as well as with other things. So there's still more people who are waiting on things, and for that I am in my deepest apologies, but we are continuing to develop and continuing to try to be able to get our orders out more reasonably in a shorter period of time. So we will be continuing to work trying to get those orders fulfilled, and I do appreciate everybody's patience who has purchased something and is actively waiting on it. That being the case, we're going to pick up our sealing wax and as well these couple of things. Make sure this is cool before I set it in there. It's still not fully cool, and I'm getting soot all over my hand. Beautiful. Okay, we're gonna have that set in there for a few minutes. Let it cool down. I'll give myself a fun little mark here. And then I want to show off one more thing before we head out. About to head out. The final thing that I'm going to include in Aristocrat Cole's package is something that's near and dear and that there won't be very many more of. This is our pamphlet from MicroCon. This is one that isn't finished, but as you can see, this is one that misprinted. It actually has it upside down on one side, so that's funny. But we do have some others that are not misprinted. But this is our pamphlet that we sent to MicroCon with our delegation, and that we did stuff with now. So that being the case, I am really excited to give one of these to Aristocrat Cole, and I am incredibly excited to be able to get to know Aristocrat Cole a little bit better. I would love to be able to email or DM, Discord DM or whatever with him. I'd love to get some pictures of people with these notes. There are a ton of people who have purchased notes, especially people who are aristocrats. You know, I would really love to see some support of Aeternia and kind of having those pictures and those little pieces of memorabilia to just remind us that there are people out there that support us. It means a lot, and I would love to show those off maybe on a wall, maybe, you know, again, with some special award or something that we give them, and then taking pictures with those as well. So thank you all so much for supporting us. Again, this was incredible to get to talk to Emir Ross tonight and to discuss a little bit of a taste of what we did at MicroCon. Again, trying to bring more of that to you all soon, but as well trying to bring you back a little bit of good old Aeternia, what we've been up to, what the behind the scenes has been like. And honestly, this will be something difficult for a minute. Again, starting a new semester at school, having a job now, fortunately having a job now. It's an incredible blessing, but we're going to be dealing with quite a bit, getting busier. So good things to come, certainly, but they may be time consuming. So I definitely appreciate everybody's patience. Fake name says, wait, AP, leave the stream on so we can chat. Y'all ain't here for me. Y'all are here for the stream chat. I get you. No, that's fine. Yeah, I can 100% do that. What I'll do, if you guys want me to, thank you so much for supporting the channel and, you know, being here and talking to your friends and everything in here. Straight up, I'm going to leave this just like it is. You know, give you a little bit of ambiance for a moment, let this cool down, and I will be back. If anybody needs anything, let me know. I'm going to the gas station. Y'all need something? A meme from TikTok. But I appreciate you guys. Yeah, I will see you soon. I'm gonna go ahead and start picking stuff up. We have 10 aristocrats now. Like that's it. That's the full amount. So this will be crazy to see how the aristocrat board changes, who gets on, who gets off, how it works. It's becoming a status symbol, you know. When Richard Taylor, now our third aristocrat, Richard Taylor was our second aristocrat, was our first aristocrat for the longest, was our first aristocrat, then went to second. It's a whole thing. But yeah. So now we have in this Dave the Blacksmith, Cole Masterson, Richard Taylor, Stephen Vince. Goodness, I'm forgetting number 5. I know now number 10 is Sultan Williams of Slowjamistan, but we will discuss all of that more in upcoming adventures. Thank you all so much. Aeternia forever. Torrance says, congratulations on 10 aristocrats, AP. Long live Aeternia. Thank you so much, Torrance. Again, I am excited to speak with you very soon. Let me know. Let me know when you would be available to talk and what kind of ideas you have. I'm excited to listen. Very cool. As well, I just got a message from Emir Charles that anytime I had fun. I'm glad to hear that. So yeah, I'll leave this out for a minute. I'm going to go pick up. I love you guys. I appreciate it. And I will talk to you soon. Aeternia forever. Welcome back, everybody, to the After Hours show. AP has left, but now it's time for you to make the show all about what you want. This is a live open forum for all those talking about all things Aeternia. We're just chilling and vibing on late night Aeternia. This music isn't copyrighted because I'm making it up live as I go. Is it freeform jazz? Nobody knows. hello. I'm here with Moondust, who's very freaked out. It's good to see everybody. We still got 6 viewers. That's incredibly impressive. 8 likes. Thank you guys for liking the video. Very cool. Very cool. Everybody's talking about citizens and stuff. Ooh, 6 viewers, 9 likes. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you guys for liking. Raspberry said AP's awesome. Oh, thank you so much. Fake name said thanks to that. Leave the stream on comment. We got quality care content. Hey, I appreciate you guys. Raspberry said, AP's awesome. Oh, thank you guys. Everybody's talking about their micronations and stuff. Very cool. Yep. Well, guys, I will. Ooh, fake news says Moondust is already on by himself. AP. Oh, was he really? Did he show up? Oh, that's cute. That boy's very cute. Yeah, he likes sniffing around and seeing what's up. Let me go ahead. Oh goodness, it's stuck. It's stuck to the thing. Oh gosh. Okay, let me remove this guy. Add it back, of course, to the official box for the wax seal. Place our candle and the rest of our items. Oh goodness, excuse me everybody. Into there as well. So we're gonna get our official little wax melter, stick it in there, our candle holder, stick it in there, seal it up, plop it down in there. Get a little snug actually. I might have to reset this. Do it like that. There we go. Okay, cool deal. I appreciate it, everybody. Again, we are going to be getting this sent out to Aristocrat Cole very, very soon. Here you can see it in all its glory. His little notes, his note from myself, his handwritten letter. And then again, we're going to be giving him one of these. This one in particular is messed up. It's a misprint, but we will be giving him one of these as well. It says, Dream of a Better Tomorrow for Aeternia. And it's, I think, pretty cool. It has this picture of Tiff on it with some of our stuff. It has me with our metal refinery, with our electric arc furnace, part of our metal refining business. Of course, Master Stephen Vince of the House of Treasure, which Grand Emir Charles Ross talked very highly of earlier, meant a lot to me. And of course, the lovely Tiffany, and then Blacksmith David, as well First Aristocrat David, and myself, building and working on one of the Aeternian dwellings there on our land in Vitae. So, thank you all so much for hanging out with us. Fake name says if things get stuck, cool them down so they shrink. Makes sense. That's pretty smart. But yeah, I do appreciate you guys hanging out with us, and I will see you next time. Aeternia forever. See you guys.